Namaste all. Mera naam Elca hai, and it is such a great honor and privilege to be here on the first ever Asian Anti Trafficking Forum. On behalf of Operation Red Alert, it is a historic and joyous moment, bringing together all of you in this room. But before we turn to the proceedings, and the next 2 days is actually all about our implementing partners, there's actually just a couple of people we would like to honor first. The first person we would like to honor is Vivian. Where's Vivian? The team sometimes tell me that I dream too big and go too fast, and we sometimes need to slow down. And it was a great joy and honor for me to meet someone that seems to be able to dream bigger and goes even faster. Vivian, thank you for always dreaming big. So big that we are now in 8 states, and you have conquered all of them. And then just when I think, now we can put our feet up and have some chai, he comes back and he says, guess what? We are now going into a new state. There's a quote which I would like to almost honor you with, which says, we have to be willing to do uncomfortable things, to do inconvenient things, because that's when the world changes. And we honor you for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Elca.
Sudha, Rina, Manglesh, Nazim, putting together and pulling off a forum of this size is close to a miracle. And we know that. It takes hours of planning and execution and follow-up. And the way and the excellent way in which you guys have done that. There's a quote by Henry Ford that says, it's easy to sit up and take notice. What is difficult is getting up and taking action. So thank you for what you've pulled off and to make this possible. And so we honor that spirit of excellence in which you've done this. Shirley and Usha. Usha is here and she's our MC for the next 2 days. I don't know if Shirley is running around or she's behind a board somewhere, or what can we say? It feels like we have to thank a team of 6 people, but indeed there are actually only 2 to thank. But it looks like a team of 6 people have pulled this off. So thank you so much for all the beautiful collateral, the presentations, all the creative thinking that has gone into this. Then we have Dolly and our finance team, who's sitting right at the back, who's sort of the backbone and making sure that everybody got here and things are getting paid and people are getting paid. And we really appreciate that. There's a saying that says you cannot kindle a fire in another until it's burning within yourself. So thank you for the fire in the team, because that fire is the fire that keeps all of us going, and we know that that fire is also in all of our implementing partners. And I think we all know, and we've come to a time where we know we can no longer stay quiet and we can no longer be silent. And that the silence of the abuse of women and children has gone on for far too long, and that it's a time to be broken. And there's no better time for us to stand together and to come together in collaboration. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And so I would therefore like to welcome our true guests of honor, which is each one of you. So our implementing partners. And our strategic partners that are here, and some government officials who have traveled far. We know some of you almost had to start your journey on Saturday already to get here on Sunday to be in time for the forum, and we really appreciate that. And so this is a time where we want to honor you and all the work you do, because you are the heroes in the field. I know we do not need to remind any of you that the trafficking of women and girls is one of the most pervasive violations of human rights in the world. And we keep on saying it's not a women's right issue, it's a human rights issue. And I think that's why for us it's always an honor to see as many women and men in the room, because unless we all work together, we won't be able to stop this. Because we all know it's going to be a rather daunting task. And so the next 2 days is about learning and dialogue, realigning ourselves, re-energizing ourselves, but also to celebrate what has been done by all our partners. Each one of us are here to support one another, to learn from one another, to strengthen one another. And so we would like to praise the work of your courageous work, all of our implementing partners. As I said, we are not just here to learn and to realign and to strengthen. We are also here to celebrate. We are celebrating the fact that between our implementing partners, we have implemented 3,000 Safe Village programs across 8 states, reaching over 1.6 million people. And we now have 1,000 rucksacks under the leadership of Nazim. And this is with all the support and guidance of our implementing partners. So to you, to each one of you, we know you never consider your own personal safety or well-being, but you always courageously put the safety of the girls first. Your courage never fails as you continue to lead, inspire, and stand against the injustices that these girls face. You bravely stand up and fight every day. There's a nice quote of Nelson Mandela, who was one of our previous presidents, who said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man or woman is not he or she who does not feel afraid, but who conquers fear." And I think for that we salute you, because we know you travel sometimes very far to go where you go, that you go into places where you might not feel safe and where you are fearful, but that you do triumph over it. And so during the course of this forum, we will engage in talks on prevention and deliberation and the importance of coalition. Throughout this afternoon, and I said this afternoon is mostly for our implementing partners. Tomorrow we will be joined by speakers and panelists on different topics, but this afternoon is a special afternoon. It's for us and the implementing partners. We will be reminded of what transpires on the ground, talking through the different aspects of the Safe Village program and hearing from you guys. As I said, and tonight we will have a welcome of speakers and a lovely dinner. And tomorrow we will have our panel discussions, and throughout the day we will engage with knowledgeable speakers on different topics where each one of us will learn more on trafficking. And so together and in this coalition we can shake the universe so that no woman or no girl anywhere should be restricted or held back or denied her rights. There's a beautiful quote by Melinda Gates in her new book, which I really loved, which said, we've seen that sometimes all that is needed to lift up women and girls is just to stop pulling them down. And I think we've seen it so many times. If a word of encouragement or just a word of speaking value into someone is enough for them to step up. So I therefore just want to conclude with the words of Mother Teresa. None of us, including you, including me, can do great things. But all of us can do small things with great love. And together we can do something wonderful. So thank you so much to each one of you who have traveled so far to come here. And we are looking forward to spending the following 2 days with all of you and creating something wonderful for the safeguarding of all of our girls. Thank you very much.